Welcome to Cortburg Speaks Retirement, an audio podcast about investing in the stock market, financial planning, money management, and retirement planning. Each Wednesday, we help investors at all stages of life learn how to potentially grow and preserve their money from first job through retirement. Now here's your host, Miguel Gonzalez.
Good morning and welcome to the Cortburg Speaks Retirement audio podcast. On this week's audio podcast, I share 4 actions you could take if you're planning to retire next year. It's common for people who are retiring to set their retirement date in either the springtime or the early summer. If you happen to be one of those lucky folks who are going to retire this year, then congratulations. But before you start planning your retirement party, make sure you do these 4 things if you're retiring next year. Number 1, don't leave money on the table. As part of your employment, you may be entitled to matching and or profit sharing contributions from your employer to your 401k or other retirement plan. Since you typically need to be actively employed on the date the payment occurs to receive these funds, make sure you understand these terms prior to setting your final work date. You don't want to miss out on free money. For personal contributions, you may want to increase your contribution percentage to help you reach your annual maximum. Many employers cap the amount you can contribute to your plan from each paycheck. And since you may not be able to increase your contribution rate to 100% for the last couple of paychecks, you may need to instead increase your contribution percentage long before you retire to max out. Your pension benefits are calculated based on your earnings history. Consequently, you will want to align your retirement date with the timing of your annual compensation adjustment, because retiring before that date could cause you to miss out on including another year of higher compensation in your pension calculation. On a similar note, it's important to understand the timing and eligibility requirements for any bonus payments you may receive. Most people are required to be gainfully employed at the time the bonus is paid in order to receive it. But if you do happen to leave before this date, you may be able to negotiate benefits as part of your retirement agreement. Unused vacation days are typically paid out as part of your final paycheck. This can be a problem when you have an exceptionally large amount of time off, as the lump sum could push you into a higher tax bracket. If you're planning to retire near the end of the year, take vacation time when you plan to retire, which may enable you to push a hunk of your remaining vacation wages into the next year and help you minimize the ripple effect from a large one-time payment. Number 2, refresh your risk profile. Retirement is a major turning point in your life. It's not just the transition from full-time work to either part-time or no work at all. It's also the transition from a saver to a spender, where you face the reality of spending down your retirement nest egg. In addition, your asset allocation may be more heavily weighed in stocks than you initially intended. Rebalancing your investments is a good idea during your working years, but it's even more critical to keep things in a balance once you retire. Since you'll be drawing down your savings to finance your retirement, having too much of your portfolio in riskier assets like stocks leaves you vulnerable to a potential market downturn. Before you rebalance, keep in mind that you may incur tax liabilities and or transaction costs, and rebalancing does not assume a profit or protect against a loss. Number 3, avoid underpaying your taxes. When you're working, your employer automatically withholds taxes from your paycheck unless you opt to reduce or increase this amount. In retirement, the opposite is true. By default, taxes are not withheld on your retirement income. Instead, you must opt in to have taxes withheld from your Social Security benefits, pension benefits, and IRA 401k distributions. If you do not have taxes withheld, estimated tax payments, federal and state, will likely become a necessary part of your life. Imagine you and your spouse are planning on having $150,000 in retirement income, $50,000 from Social Security benefits, $25,000 from pension benefits, and $75,000 of traditional IRA distribution. For federal taxes, taxes, you'll need to pay about $5,500 every quarter, which is about $22,000 annually in estimated tax payments. Failing to do so will leave you with approximately $500 in underpayment penalties. Opting in to have your taxes withheld from your retirement income will help you dodge penalties from late payment on taxes and avoid the uncomfortable feeling of writing a large check to the IRS. And number 4, talk with your spouse. It is worthwhile to have a good idea of how you're going to spend your newfound free time in retirement. Many will give a deer in headlights look when asked about an ideal day in retirement looks like both today and a year from now after the initial retirement buzz disappears. They were unprepared for the prospect of converting 40 plus hours in the office into 40 plus hours of meaningful activity. At the same time, they also lacked a plan for spending time with their spouse. After all, one or both of you have regularly worked for the past several decades. Retirement creates a new dynamic that removes the element of scheduled separation. Instead, you're going to be stuck blissfully with each other. How will you spend that time? Volunteering, working around the house, traveling abroad, creating a plan for staying busy that both you and your spouse agree on will help ensure that your golden years are sweet and not bittersweet. And the bottom line, if you're planning on retiring, is taking the plunge into retirement is a monumental milestone. It is important that you're ready for it. Ask yourself and or your financial professional for the following questions to help you evaluate your retirement readiness. Do I have a robust understanding of my employer's benefit plans? What effective or non-marginal tax rate should I use when setting up withholding on my retirement income payments? Navigating your retirement journey requires that you and your financial professional have confident answers to these questions. If you lack clarity, seek professional guidance that can help you understand and determine if you're on track with your financial plan and the pursuit of your long-term goals. And if you have any questions, make sure to visit our website, www.cortburgretirement.com. Our site is filled with educational videos, ebooks, publications, and financial calculators designed to help you learn more about your finances. As you search our site, send us a note regarding any questions you may have about any particular investment concepts or products, and we will get back to you quickly with a thoughtful answer. This is Miguel Gonzalez, certified retirement counselor and managing partner with Cortburg Retirement Advisors, signing off for this week's educational podcast.
The opinions expressed and material provided are for general information and should not be considered a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decision. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Private Advisor Group LLC, a registered investment advisor. Private Advisor Group LLC and Cortburg Retirement Advisors Inc. are separate entities from LPL Financial. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.